but you don't judge. That right there is the scariest feeling. Opening and closing up again. I've been hurt so I don't trust. Now here we are staring at the ceiling. I've said those words before.
Attention to this side of Fortnite. I wouldn't be surprised if Fortnite had at least a 20% increase of people playing Fortnite Creative purely because of Scissors' cash prize death runs. I mean, who could blame them though? It's a great way to warm up your movement if it's first thing getting on to play, and if you think you're pretty good at Fortnite parkour, you could even go for the time record and get some nice cash. And a crazy shout out that, as we saw from his first competition, got the winner over 120,000 subscribers in a matter of days. So far, Scissors has created a few different courses. His first course was an insanely difficult parkour death run. Traps were on pretty much every floor, and you had to clear some insanely big gaps that on occasion seemed like the furthest possible leaps in the game. To finish it all off, you had to grapple hook your way to the final endpoint, not missing a single shot, otherwise you'd run out of ammo and have to restart. The final winner for this death run was Suzu, who got $1,500, a ton of merch, and a shout out that could set him up for life. Scissors' second death run was a bit of a change of pace. Even though it was still heavily extreme parkour based, it also added in a few bounce pad and impulse stages. The trap stages were now even more difficult, going on for what seemed like forever until you would finally see the clearing ahead while trying to out-dodge a million spikes. It was pretty hectic, but once you got it down, it was a lot of fun. The winner of this was claimed by Hotspot at 6 minutes and 12 seconds. And if you want a big change of pace though, then you can always try out his maze escape. This is like a massive problem-solving maze escape type castle that for some will simply never escape. The entire castle has multiple fake exits and death traps on every stage through 1 to 7. 1 to 6 aren't even that bad, but stage 7 is the one that gets a lot of people. Let us know if you managed to escape.
Pause the video, grab the code. The code is 126821504490. Okay, let's get right into it.
It's a really huge maze run, and it's divided in 3 levels. So like you can tell, there's a huge castle, aka a huge kingdom, and in each one of those things there are keys that you need to get. So there's about 6 different districts. Each of them you'll get something, and combining all of those 6 things you'll complete the map. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this map is heavily into puzzle maps, escape rooms, parkour, and just in general trying to find stuff in a huge maze. So like you can tell, there's a huge labyrinth upside down, which took me an hour to actually complete. Whenever I was finished with that, then I went to the house maze, and you get the drill. You go from one house to another trying to find some stuff, especially if you have friends. Each of you can go to a different level, find out what specific thing you need or some secret or whatever, and complete the map. Like I mentioned, it's a really huge map.
But one game a lot of schools all have probably played in one form or another is the stop and go minigame. One person would stand with their back to everyone else with a big gap to clear in between. This person would then have to tell everyone to go while his back is turned, but at any moment he can shout stop, turn around, and if he sees anyone moving, they're out. With the recent snowmen grenade-like devices that were introduced to Fortnite, that game mode has now been made possible and more fun with the added ability to build your own environment. This creative map was built by map builder Lord Spink and is one of his most detailed builds to date. It's an entire teddy bear village that you'll have to sneak through. In this stop and go version, the hunter has an RPG and a deagle. Now the RPG won't damage anyone, but it will destroy any fake snowmen, showing the player and allowing the hunter to finish them with the deagle. Now you only get one piece of ammo for each weapon, so when you go to get more ammo behind you, shout go, quickly run, and grab your next bullet and RPG. Then as you hit the stairs on your way back, shout stop. Now if you don't see anyone moving, it's just a matter of remembering which snowmen were where. There's at least 100 to get them. you've grown up in, everyone has most likely played hide and seek at some point in their lives. The game has been used by YouTubers in games all across the board as it's such an easy game mode to introduce. All you need is some form of a map, an environment, and you've got yourself a game. But obviously this isn't just some ordinary hide and seek map. It's Battle Bus Hide and Seek. Map builder Lord Spink has recreated the Fortnite bus, but in a gigantic size. The whole thing is bigger than the block itself and was built during a small window in which you could build above the build limit. So it also has a massive hot air balloon to match. Head on inside and you can even find a bus driver. Make sure to thank him by smashing that like button for us. But the best part about this battle bus is that it was built based on a hide and seek map. So even though it may look like a really well made battle bus, it also has secret tunnels and hiding holes everywhere. You can get into the balloon, the flames, the engine, and you can even get in the bus driver's head. If you check out below the battle bus, you can find the entire Fortnite Battle Royale island made out like a mini map with rifts and planes in normal spots so you can get up to the bus. You feel like battling it out though, when you start the game, you'll spawn in a room full of nearly every weapon and item you might need. So you can play the map.
Will you hold the line when every one of them is giving up and giving in? Tell me, in this house of mine, nothing ever comes without a consequence of cost. Tell me, will the stars align? Will heaven step in? Will it save us from our sin? Will it? 'Cause this house of mine stands strong.